Okay, this is our first stop in Novi Sad. So this is called the Spomen Park Bubanj, Memorial Park in Bubanj. So during World War II, German Nazis shot between 10 and 15,000 residents of Niš and southeast Serbia on Bubanj Hill. After the war, the execution site was transformed into a memorial park with a monument in the shape of 3 clenched fists, symbolizing the resistance of men, women, and children who died at this location. So it's kind of sad monument, but it's history of this area. Good morning, almost afternoon. So we're just having breakfast. We got some yogurt and some cheese burek this time. So we've had chicken, we've had beef, we've had cheese, and I also got some baklava kind of things. Delicious at a bakery called Anton Plus over here in Niš. We're about to go walk around a little bit in the city and see some of the other historical attractions in the city. It has the monument to the liberators of Niš. You can see the gate to the fortress over there in the distance. We're about to go check that out. They have a little video playing over here on the plaza. And there's a fountain over there. So far we just walked down this pedestrian street, which is similar to the one in Belgrade, where they have a lot of shops and restaurants and stuff, and we're gonna go check out the fortress next. So over on this side you can see that the First World War was important to them. It started in 1915, and the monument, as you come around, has the end of the war, 1918. It's really quite an impressive monument. They also have another war that this monument speaks of. Started in 1874. There were the soldiers. And ended in 1877. I think this was the one against the Ottomans. They look like Ottoman soldiers, maybe. I'm not sure, I have to do some more research. So this is the river Nishaba, which is what the city Niš is named after. You can see some of the older architecture in that building over there. It's kind of nice. And then here you have the old gate to the fortress, so we're about to enter over there. They're doing quite a bit of construction over here on the pedestrian bridge and building some more stuff over there. But on the river, on the other side, there was like a little floating restaurant, so it's kind of interesting. It looks like there's a river culture in all the cities in Serbia. Here you can see the height of the walls, and this is used like a parking lot. Unfortunately, it looks like a dumping ground for garbage. And then there's some tennis courts over there, but again, not really kept up by the city. You see that the city is pretty big. There's some high rises, some big apartment buildings, and there's the Nishava River. So overall, not super impressed with the fortress compared to Kalemegdan. Kalemegdan's nicer, but it does have its place in history, so we have to come check it out. It's a very family-friendly place up. They have the little car for the kids with music. It's nice outdoor theater where they have, I guess, shows in the summertime, and they have like live music probably, and little cafes for beer, coffee, cigarettes, whatever. It's nice. Does anybody know anything about architecture? What is this style of building called? Is it like neo-revivalism or something like that? I also wanted to show you a cool thing. So they have a countdown for when you're going to be able to cross the street, and then the light turns green, so that's kind of cool. Right now we're walking towards the Alexander Museum monument. I think Prince or King Alexander I. So we'll show you that. There's the plaza with the monument, but there's an interesting building here with a cannon in front. If anybody can tell me what this is, the sign is over here. It must be a military building, but I'm not sure. It's a cool building though. Here's the monument to King Alexander. So the original monument of King Alexander I was made by Belgrade sculptor Rad Stakovic in 1939 and was removed and destroyed in the first years after the rise of the communist power in 1946. In 2004, the citizens of Niš put up a new monument of Alexander. The monument is 11 meters high, weighing over 3 tons, and it's the work of Belgrade sculptor Zoran Ivanovic. King Alexander is remembered for abolishing the Serbian state and proclaiming unity of the Serbs, Croats, and Slovenians in 1918 into a unique state. He was killed in 1934 by Croat Nazi terrorists. kind of interesting. Here's another interesting thing. It says free energy. So it has a solar panel and you can charge your phone. So that's kind of. So they're doing renovations on the Skull Tower. We'll get to see some of it. Oh, this nice gentleman let us in. Check it out. Oh, okay. You can see the
Stevan Sinjelić,
encouraged by green military. Thank you.
imate, evo,
Here's a few of the skulls that are left.
I come on.
Oh wow. Okay, so they're renovating it, but you can still see. Wow. Okay, so we were just at the Skull Tower. There's a sign, so you make a right over here. There's a little parking lot over there. It's free parking. Here's Skull Tower. Unfortunately, it was closed, but the nice gentleman over there let us in. They're doing renovations, so he let us just check it out real quick. It's pretty brutal. They have a bunch of skulls that they built a tower of Turks just to, or the Ottomans I should say, just to scare people, to show them how powerful they are. So it's closed right now, but when they reopen, you should definitely come check it out. Across this little bridge over to the parking lot over there. Made it here to check out the concentration camp in Niš. It's in like I don't know, a bit of a rundown industrial part of town. I don't know if this is a school or what it is, but it definitely doesn't look like a tourist spot. And maybe it shouldn't be all, you know, clean and neat and organized because of the history behind it. But I don't know, it's interesting how it's one of the places to check out here, and there's garbage and it's not like kept up next to this rundown building. Okay, so we came into the museum piece of the Red Cross concentration camp. They have information here about the history. When it happened, they started arresting citizens in October 1941. They even executed people down where we were earlier. There was this was named the Red Cross because it was near the Red Cross train station. And here you can kind of read a few things. The Gestapo commander was Captain Hammer, and the commander was Colonel Schofer. Definitely did a lot of really messed up things. The occupation was a direct consequence of the anti-government demonstrations from March 1941. The Axis assault followed on April 6, 1941, and soon after Yugoslavia capitulated and has been divided into several zones. So this was the Field Commander 809. More information here about how they were deported from here to work in forced labor in other parts, in Norway, Germany, other places. They were taken from here and sent by train or truck over to Belgrade, and from there to the places where the Nazis needed them. There was a couple of concentration camps in Belgrade too, I guess, Banjica and Sajmište. And so I didn't see anything about that in Belgrade. Probably trying not to really, or maybe they did and I just wasn't aware of the history in Belgrade of, you know, World War II history. But here's one of the uniforms. All right, we're on the top floor now, and here they have the prison cells. So it looks like there's 18 total. This is the Octagon Place, which was a palace for the Romans. So what we ended up doing is we were over there at the concentration camp, and we're walking to a museum that we missed. So we're gonna walk back through the fortress. Here's the fortress over here. And as I'm telling you, it doesn't look very appealing to come walking this way. But here we go. Okay, so we made it to the National Museum. Check out the exhibit here. This is the Neolithic era. And as we progress, we'll go through different eras here in the museum, ending up with the Middle Ages over there. So we're over here doing a tour of the cellar and a wine tasting with Mariana. Hi. So we just had a tasting of Smederevka and Sauvignon Blanc in this cellar. The other cellar that we were at had concrete jugs where they produce the wine. Here they use the normal stainless steel, more popular with wineries. You can see a still over there where they used to make liquor, basically like a cognac, but vignac is what they call it here because they can't call it cognac, but they don't use it anymore, the still. Look at these big barrels. This is the name of the winery, Podrum Malka, or is it Malcha?
Malta.
Malcha.
They're all handmade, so they're different capacity, and each of them have like, you can read it here. They're like 4,000 or 6,000 liters, so they're all different.
Nemanic. What was the name?
Nemanic.
Nemanic. Very nice.
In
were used in
Georgia in 2012. We have 8 of them. This 4 are for white wine, and we have 4 more for red wine. For this type of wine, we use only healthy grapes, and we don't smash the grapes. We just squeeze it and then put into amphora. After 6 months, we pull everything out to remove seeds.
Okay, so now we're at the restaurant. Here are the grapevines right next to us. The restaurant is quite busy. They have live music, decoration. Restaurant, Maria. They're jamming out. Have a glass of wine over here by the vineyard. We got food coming. Oh, here we go. The man just brought it in. Kashmak, peppers, stuffed grapes, smoked salmon, capers, beans. That looks delicious. Alright, food just got here. We just got some appetizers. We're not super hungry, so we got some peppers, kashmak, smoked salmon, capers, olives, stuffed grape leaves. Looks like beans, garlic. I don't know what else. It looks delicious though. Should be a perfect dinner. I have a Merlot, some sparkling mineral water, good music, happy people. I forgot what I ordered. These are marinated mushrooms. This is sardines. So yeah. Alright, so we left the winery and now we're on our way up to Novi Sad. It was about 3.5 hour drive. We're like a half hour in. We have 200 kilometers left, more than 200 kilometers left on the highway. Speed limit on here is 130 kilometers per hour, but we're in a work zone, so it's a little slower. So we'll see you guys in about 3 hours. We have arrived at Novi Sad. As usual, let me show you the tour of our room. We're at 206 at the Park Hotel. This is our first 5-star hotel on this tour. So let me show you this room. It's very nice, posh, nice bathroom with a tub. It's a pretty nice room. We even have a living room and a beautiful closet. And then I'll show you the lobby when we're down there. We get to use the pool and the spa if we want. We have free breakfast. So all for like $70, $80, something like that. So check this out. There's a casino at the hotel. The Marshall Casino. Pretty cool. Late, but this is the wellness center. So they have like locker rooms. There's a gym. I think there's a pool and a spa somewhere. We just have to find it. We'll have to check it out tomorrow. Okay, getting ready for bed now. I'll show you the lobby of the hotel and the other amenities tomorrow, and some more videos of Novi Sad and the surrounding areas. See you then.